Yeah. First of all, we got a lot to talk about today, man. So without further ado, y'all come on in the building.
Appreciate it, Mr. Davis. What's up? This is Thomas Davis, man, and you are watching the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure y'all tune in all season long.
Yeah, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast.
Can I run up the score, run up the board, breaking them all? Ay, ay, walking the door, you know what happened? We step on the floor. Ay, ay, coming from on, you don't want problems, you already know it. Ay, ay, come on my to it, you already know I'm finna go do it. Ay, yeah, I'm locked in, and I feel like Mark 10. Ay, walking to a room, chest up with my chin. Ay, already finished for this joint, if it begin. Ay, when is what I am, I cannot ever pretend. Ay, yeah, never pretend. Ay, back in the lab again. Ay, you when I touching the friends, ayy. You when I touching the can, ayy. Putting the points on the board, I'm killing the boys, you know what it is, ayy. Switching the moves, no number two, I came in to win. They said I'm tapped in with the action, if it got the master on the master, I can never move passive. I'm active, I can make them go ghost on this cast, but wanna know who running it, just ask us. On the track, I'm gunning it, I'm blasting this, that gas, and diesel, Shack and dog.
You know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat. Everybody eat. Hey, you know I'm a beast. You know I'm a beast. Welcome to the feast. My whole team off the leash. We don't know defeat.
Yeah. What's going on? What's going on, man? I'd like to take this time to welcome all of you guys to the Black Cat Panther podcast. Make sure you come on in, you comment, you like, you subscribe. I promise you there's going to be powerful niggatry in the building today. So without further ado, when we talking the Carolina Panthers, there has always been a buzz about what the Carolina Panthers need at pick number 8. And as you see the title, it says at pick number 8, the Carolina Panthers are going to do blase. So there's a bevy of needs for us at pick number 8. I think that the defensive way would have been the best way to go, but in a scenario that we were to potentially go out and take a offensive type of player, the dynamics would be, what would the dynamics be like? First and foremost, let's talk about it, man, because I'm under the impression, I keep hearing everybody talking about we need another receiver. Please get us another receiver. GM needs to get us a receiver. Luther Burden, Ted McMillan. After Higgins went off the board, all we've been hearing lately is receiver. All I'm saying is we're in the position right now as the Carolina Panthers to get this thing right. And everybody is crying receiver. So is receiver truly the way to go? Like I said, we're going to break down receivers, and we're going to break down the actual definition of what we're looking at. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, I promise you guys powerful niggatry, and you're going to get that today. Man of Arms, what's going on? Rocket Blue, what's happening? Shout out to Rocket Blue for that super chat. He said, we need a trade back scenario. Earl Locklear, what's going on? Carolina Logic, what's happening? Ping Packs, we got a new member. Welcome to the family, cuz. We appreciate you. Come on in the building. 803 Carolina said, we're not taking no damn McMillan. We're going defense at number 8. If we trade back, and plus McMillan's stock has fallen, Golden is considered wide receiver number 1 in this draft. CJ Hill was popping. Look at here. My dog, what's going on? CJ, what's happening? Riley Woods, C, what's going on, family? Let's get into it as we do. Now, everybody knows when you talk about the types of receivers, you have 6 different types of receivers in the NFL. You have your number one, your split end specialist, which is your vertical route specialist. Then you have your slot receiver, your middle of the field explorer, the guy that you see go across the middle and create and make plays and have openings all the time behind the linebackers. And he really, really, really takes it into, I'd have to say, that comfort zone of what I like to call for the quarterback. You got your possession receiver. Possession receivers are reliable chain movers. When you need them to come out and get you a first down, you can count on them to be able to come, catch, grasp, and get you a first down. A flanker is a versatile playmaker. A flanker, I repeat, is a playmaker wide receiver. Most of the times when you see guys like that, they are dynamic. You got also a gadget player, which is a trick play specialist, the Debos of the world, aka the LaVisca Chenaults of the world. The guys that you see, they running reverse slants, outs. You see them doing all the cleanup type of plays. Then you have the one that we always been getting here in Carolina for the last couple of years, the deep threat, the field stretching speedster. This is where the Carolina Panthers have gone wrong year after year after year. When they take the deep threat, which was supposed to be Jonathan Mingo, Terrence Marshall Jr., and Xavier Legette. The problem is with a deep threat specialist, they're supposed to have the elite speed to go along with the route running. They be able to get open. But instead, we always take guys that seemingly struggle with the route running, struggle with the ability to catch the ball and dominate in the 50-50 ball getting category. So that causes us to question if they are true X receivers or Ys. If you don't know what an X is your guy that sits at the top. When I'm telling you, you need to go to him for there are more possession receivers that you can go to and rely on the change to move. They're running post routes. They're running out routes. Those are guys that you can, like I say, depend on to get the job done when you go to them. They told us we had one at Deontay Johnson. They said he was an X. And they X his ass right up out the door. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying right here. Look at here. Let's get into it as we do. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I just look around. I just look at the chat. Prime say the Lion Pastor is here. All you had to do is put the bat signal out there for a receiver. And I knew that nigga was going to be here sooner or later. Shout out to Prime. Claire say it's too early for this wide receiver tight end foolery this morning. Either way, preach your sermon, good sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what time it is. Let he that is without sin cast the first stone. I choose to toss it any kind of way. When you're talking receiver, it's hell bent. These Panther fans are hell bent on making water out of wine. I like the reference right there, but I'm gonna have that. I'm just let me have that. Water out of wine. Their guard at one time was T. Higgins. Everything that came out of their mouth was T. Higgins. And T. Higgins just read up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Like I said, he just got signed to a franchise tag over there, which means they're going to make sure that they work that thing out with T. Higgins. So, without further ado, that means you can X that X receiver that y'all wanted off the list. He is no longer a viable option. So there's no more, I wonder what we could do to get T. Higgins. I wonder who we could call to get T. Higgins. How much it going to cost us to get T. Higgins? Shut the fuck up. This is no longer the T. Higgins conversation. Thank you. You can exit left. So now T. Higgins is off the road. Now they say, okay, well, we need Luther Burden. No. We need who's the other dude? The nigga from Seattle. DK Metcalf. See, the Panther fans feel like undoubtedly they need this receiver to complete them. They feel like a receiver is going to come out here and give you more wins than a damn defense. And they're going to build this team ass backwards because what I've been hearing. DK Metcalf. CTR McMillan. Ted McMillan was a very good option in Arizona with 1,300 yards last year. He did very good. Is Ted McMillan a game changer where because you were in games last year and let's not pretend like most of them games are close. You maybe had 4 or 5 games that was close. 4 or 5 games out of 17. So I'm just putting it there. Let's not sit here and pretend like what you saw was just a receiver away. Now, the number one thing is you saw the defense have a historically bad year, a bad season, and your GM goes up to the exit column upon leaving for the season. And what did he say? I took pieces away from Ajero Evero in his defense. I didn't help him at all. So I got to do a better job of getting him weapons in here. Understand, if your GM puts his 2 monkey ass lips together to say that, you have to understand he is going to come out here and try his best to fix the problem that he deems a big issue. And we historically had 3,000 yards put up on us last year, which is a NFL record, an all-time worst. So with that being said, at pick number 8, I keep hearing people scream for Ted McMillan. Ted McMillan. We need another weapon. Ain't that what the fuck Xavier Legette was? Ain't that what Holy Cross, Jalen Coker that y'all talked and told me that he was so good and he done elevate his way and he ain't that what he was there for? I'm just saying. Oh, we saying fuck him now. That's what we doing now as Panther fans. Fuck Jalen Coker. Fuck Xavier Legette because he got hand issues. That's what we doing now. Y'all let me know. Put that shit in the chat. Tell me how you feel. I'm under the impression we have drafted at this position for the last 4 fucking years. Like I said, Terrence Marshall, he is no longer on the squad. 50-50 ball getter. Couldn't get him right. Mr. Glass is what I call him. Mango, God only knows what the fuck. Mango had one good season, one season only. They got him the hell up out of here. 418 yards and a touchdown. They got his ass right up out the door. You look around, Coker, and you get a Legette. And you telling me you haven't figured out that the 50-50 ball getter, the type of receiver that you steady looking for is not the guy for your quarterback? When you look at when he had the success, what did he have? A lot of guys going across the middle. He had a lot of guys coming through. Because think about it. If you're running a West Coast, how in the hell is you going to be around here trying to throw balls down, deep balls down the field, and you don't have an offense catered to that? You got big, slow, bulky receivers that can't. The number one thing is nobody can come out here and dominate. It's not happening. So all I'm saying is the situation where the Carolina Panthers are sitting in, everybody's screaming receiver, receiver, receiver. And then they're going to say, okay, when you go, you take Ted McMillan at number 8, and when that defense come out here and lay an egg, I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. I don't want to hear none of you guys cry about, well, we couldn't win. We wasn't close enough. The defense let us down. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. If you go and take a receiver, I don't want to hear it. Because you telling me that your priority wasn't the defense that got 3,000 yards put up on them in the run game. That's what you're telling me. In the first round this year, you telling me your priority was to get more goddamn yards and try to go out here in shootouts. In which they tried that shit last year, and you saw how that looked. The team isn't built for shootouts. It's not built for it. So all I'm saying is shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to drop the link. I got nothing better else to do. I got time today. You come up in here, tell me how the hell a wide receiver going to fix this thing. Shout out to Flame for Jesus. Flame for Jesus say we spent money in draft picks on offense last year. Let's fix this defense this year. We need a front seven on the defense out of the draft. You're damn right we do. Out of this front seven that we got, we probably got Derek Brown, and you probably could say, I'm not including Warner. Warner didn't play a full season. Josie Jewell, I don't know what the fuck Josie Jewell is. He should not even be a starter. Shaq Thompson is now gone. Trevin Wallace might be penciled in as a good starter. He has potential. But everybody else, I'm sitting here looking like, okay, where in the fuck is we going with this? Where the fuck is we going with this right here? I mean, let's just keep it a whole beam. So now you notice the entire chat. I put it out there and say, hey, at number 8, let's take a receiver. Now be mindful, everybody who come up here, first thing they do is say, we need a receiver. Send us a receiver. We need to fix the offense. Now everybody in the chat talk about, goddamn it, I hope this ain't true. No. This is what everybody wants around here. They want us to come out here and gift wrap them another receiver. So it can take every excuse off the table. Get your motherfucking receiver. All I want to hear is receiver. Oh, there he go.
Yeah, I've been waiting to find you. You've been throwing them rocks all the way from Charleston, and I've been seeing them fall up here in Charlotte. Yeah, buddy, I'm here now.
Hell, you talking about Prime?
I'm here now. I'm here now. I'm here now, nigga. I'm here now.
First of all, Prime, what rocks I've been throwing from Charleston?
Oh yeah, somebody lying. You said that line, Pastor. I've been hearing a couple of things. I couldn't catch you. I couldn't catch you all the time. I caught you this morning, though. I caught you this morning.
Well, I'm glad your ass caught me this morning. But Prime, let me make something crystal goddamn clear for you. I ain't been throwing no motherfucking rocks for your black ass. I hope you understand when I say line pastors, there's a lot of fucking prophets around here that can see the crystal ball that they got around here for the Panthers.
Uh-huh.
So if you felt like I've been shooting at you, I damn sure wasn't shooting at you.
Okay. All right. Well, let me put my little water gun back up then.
Yeah, put that shit back up, man. You ain't gonna do nothing with that water gun. Put that little shit up.
Nigga, I was gonna wet your shirt up. What you talking?
Oh man. You know what, Prime? After our last little ordeal, I just said that was water under the bridge, man.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I look around. You ain't gotta ever be shooting out at nobody, man. I ain't shooting at nobody.
Oh no, you good, man. You good, man. I sit back and I watch things. I'm like, I ain't never mad. It's all in fun for me now, man. I'm enjoying YouTube, but I do want to talk about what you're talking about, man. And I think it's I think it is important, for Carolina to focus on defense. I'm right there with you because we was historically the worst defense in the league last year. We got to fix it. But in saying that as well, I do believe that if you look at this free agency market, which I know we're kind of strapped for some money, we haven't done Moton, we haven't figured out J.C. Horn. Q, you wouldn't enjoy seeing the likes of a DK Metcalf going up for a 50-50 ball in Carolina to seal a game against the Buffalo Bills or, you know, Patriots away. And I mean, I'm just asking, Q. Like you wouldn't enjoy like that wouldn't bring you joy when you wake up on Sunday mornings, run down to the Piggly Wiggly.
Mm.
Get your little spread plate there, and going back to the crib after you watch some good old country church from Charleston. Sit down at 12:45 with a cold glass of sweet tea.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, yeah. Little sweet tea. Look, yeah. I like that picture you
you
paint.
like that picture? You like that picture?
Okay. I'm with you. All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying, if the money's right, and if the pick is right, because I'm not up for giving up the eighth pick to acquire no veteran player at all. I think that eighth pick need to be our future in the draft. But if the I mean, heck, we just seen Christian Kirk go for, I think, what, a seventh rounder. I mean, we seen players going for fifth, fourth. Come on, like DK is good. He ain't worth no first round pick, in my opinion. And they wanted the first and the third. I'm pretty sure Seattle's doing what any good business person would do: kick the can, see how far you can kick it, see who's gonna bite, and then you can negotiate down. And I think with Dan Morgan and Dave Canellis having the type of relationship with old boy up there in Seattle, I'm not gonna lie. There's been a connection between us. Mike Jackson for Barrett. This might be a pipeline for us right here with DK. Maybe giving them a 50, the 58 or second round pick next year for DK Metcalf. Man, maybe even I even thought about maybe a player swap. Maybe Legette's gone. I don't know. I'm just looking at.
Yeah, Lee, that be quick, Brown. Hold up now. Hold pump the brakes. Wait a minute, got your boy. Why you trying to push your boy out the door?
Well. He ain't really my boy. I just said let me apologize to him because he wasn't as bad as I thought he was, but he ain't my boy. Especially what I saw yesterday on our Instagram, him riding them horses down them dirt roads in South Carolina, doing about 95 miles an hour on a horse. I ain't like that at all. If you got a
That
wrist
threw you
injury,
off, huh?
hey man, you got a wrist injury. Why you out there holding that horse like that and whipping that horse like that with that wrist? Come on, man.
Man, that's what we do up here in Muller, South Carolina, man. I'm trying to tell you, that's what we do up here, man. I'm riding from up here up the road now. I'm trying to tell you, man, that's what we do.
Yeah, man, I don't like it at all. But I will say this, man. I think it'll be pretty interesting, man, that we can land DK. Here's someone that can be a vertical threat. Something that we don't kind of have right now because Leggett was supposed to be that vertical threat. He's a possession catcher. He's a short yardage guy. He hasn't gotten to that place where we can see him 40, 50 yards down the field, stretching our defenses. So I like a DK coming to Carolina. Will it happen? I don't know.
So what's the price of a DK per year? What that looking like?
I'm gonna be honest, man. That's it's gonna be up there. Yeah, it's gonna be up there.
We only got what, 23 mil?
We got 29 right now. With the situation possibly that may do with Moten, and don't know when they're gonna do JC Horn, but that should open us up to at least about 50 mil, somewhere around there, from what I've seen. If you restructure Moten and you extend JC, I think you get about 50, maybe even like 55 mil, somewhere up in there from what I've seen.
Hasn't Taylor Moulton been restructured already 2 times already?
Yeah, I believe we can do one more with him, if I'm not mistaken. I believe we can, because that's been the topic of conversation. It's either restructure him or we cut Moten. I think that those are the two variables.
You gonna get rid of a good lineman?
I don't want to.
So
I
if
don't
you
want
make
to.
a move of getting rid of Taylor Moulton, and even after restructuring him, the dead cap is really going to kill you. because the way they got his contract set up from pushing the can down the line, it'll be close to 50 million dollars if you try to trade or cut him.
Okay. Well, I think that's why restructuring is probably the best thing to do when it comes down to Moten. Is a restructuring of his contract. Um, J.C. Horn, he has to get that extension. That's gonna free up some money for us. But I mean, this is all hypothetical. If they want to get DK, I'm thinking maybe 25 a year. It'll probably be somewhere up in there.
I don't see how we
Oh,
make that happen, Prime.
Aries Clear say extend them. Okay,
Yeah, don't
You can't.
restructure.
You can't restructure. You got to extend them. Okay.
Yeah, because I thought they done hit the limit on restructuring him.
I thought they may have had one more. Okay. Well, if they extend Moten, I mean, probably another what, 2 or 3 more years.
Well, he 30, what is he, 31, 32?
Yeah, I think so. He got that author.
Yeah, them knees ain't too good right now. If you getting him, that mean if you extended him, that mean you gotta find somebody behind him in the next 2 years.
I think that's what they're doing because they at the combine, they've spoken with 2 offensive linemen, both that can play right and left. I think one of them can play right tackle and the other one can play both left and right. So I think that's kind of what they're thinking about. And my bad, extending it would be the option, not restructuring.
Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate that. So extending him is the way to go. If you want to do that, you trying to bring in a talent like, see what I'm worried about trying to bring in a talent like DK, you might screw yourself with the JC Horn situation and won't be able to re-sign him. But you got another year on him where you can franchise tag him if need be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you don't want to play around because that's how you lost the whole Burns thing and miss out on Louisville playing around with the money.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and do it while you got it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think next year we're sitting, of course, I don't think everything has been tendered out yet. Of course it hasn't, but I mean, we got some money next year that if they tell, the DK, hey man, we can't do, well, I don't know how that's gonna work out, but we ain't got the money this year, but next year, we got some paper.
Well, DK also said he wants to go to a contender. So
yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know if you heard that part, but
I did hear that part.
are we a contender in your eyes?
No, we ain't no con- we ain't
He
no contender.
laughed.
Come on,
He
man.
laughed.
See,
Oh
what's wrong
Lord.
with you? See, what's wrong with
I don't know why that's the question. Cause Prime acting like we a contender almost. Like that man want to be
you? Hey,
here.
man, we had this discussion this morning. Well, my this morning, y'all late
Mm-mm.
last night would go. Why we keep doing this? Why we keep talking
Prime.
about these players that we? Come on, man.
Wiley, school us,
Why we
please.
keep
Tell
doing
us
this?
why
I
we
don't get it.
shouldn't look at a DK.
For this reason. There's enough talent in the draft that you can pick up a good receiver, and develop that receiver along the same timeline. You got the young quarterback. Plus, this man here, you're right, he want to be with a contender. And if you look at DCAP, he don't really have but mainly a go route, right? He can beat
Yeah.
people, that's what he got. And do our young quarterback have an arm like
Yes, sir, he does.
that?
Yes,
Woo!
sir, he
Man, you
does.
almost made me hurt myself, Prime. Prime, you didn't stop that, man. You stop that, Prime. You stop
Prime,
that,
Prime,
Prime.
Hey,
Even
Prime.
Prime, even Prime hurt himself on that one. God,
Hey,
I've
hey.
seen it. We saw it in Tampa Bay.
That 140 yard play.
Hey,
what?
we saw it last year. We saw it last year against Chicago.
And we
Um,
also saw him
Talking about that
underthrow people
35 yard
too.
play in Chicago.
it wasn't 35 yards. It was like 40 something, almost 50 yards.
Oh, you
what
adding yards to it,
No, I
Prime.
know.
Stop
hey,
No,
it.
hey,
I'm
hey,
not.
hey, Prime. What
It was
about
like
what
a
he
48 yard
underthrew?
pass to Mike Strong
What about what he underthrew? Adam a few times.
when he underthrew him.
Underthrew. Yeah,
You said, well,
Adam wide open.
what about the time where he put it right on the money, i.e. The Buccaneers game, where he split defenders.
Well, it wasn't too
To,
many times he put it on the money, Prime. He only had one or two of them the whole
Mm-mm.
season.
No,
I wouldn't say one or two
Prime out.
now.
Prime,
But
I can put the
Let's
numbers
be
on the
real.
board. Plays over 20
Hey,
yards now.
Hey, I can do
hey,
it too,
Prime,
man.
let's be real.
When when
Let's be
when when
real.
you
If
when,
you
when
really
you
want
when
to
you
spend the
look
money
at
where we need it,
not DK, when you look at the highlight reel, and this is what got me to change my mind a little bit about Xavier Leggett, because all I kept seeing was 25, 30 yard passes down the field, crossing routes, and it was Leggett, but these plays was on the money.
Wiley, he just said he want to get
mm.
rid of this motherfucker. And he talking about
No, no,
now.
no, 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 no. I
He
didn't
said,
say
look
I
at
wanted to.
him.
Oh, come on,
I
Prime.
didn't say
Prime, you
I
can't be
wanted
talking
to.
out
He
both
just
sides of
said
your
that
mouth,
shit.
Prime. Come on,
He was
Prime.
getting him out the
Come
door
on,
for
Prime.
DK.
Prime.
Hey, that's legit.
Prime. Prime.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Now
baby.
all of a sudden that's your boy.
Hey, baby. It's all
Oh,
business. It's all business.
Boy, Prime,
yeah,
you a
but
Nike flip-flop, boy. God
oh
damn.
I'm not
man,
flipping.
Boy,
little
you a Nike
Prime.
slide, boy.
Hey, it's all business, baby. It's all business for me,
Okay,
man.
Prime. Let's be real.
What's
Do
up?
we really need decaf, or do we need like I personally, if you want to spend the money like that, let's spend it on a good safety. That's a really good safety, right? A
Hmm.
draft for safety, of course, but a really good safety, draft your
Hmm.
linebacker and whatnot. But a really good safety would help that back end of that defense. Now, if we could do that and take Mo, because we're gonna say we're about 13 million when we
Hmm.
sign Mo. I think that's what's gonna be around that. And if
Yeah.
we, 'cause I don't like restructuring because all we're doing is kicking it down the road. We just kicked it down the road both for our guards. So we got to pay that piper eventually. All I'm saying is let's let's not try to go too fast here, because I think that's what we've been doing. And if we actually build a team properly, this draft, don't give up no draft picks. If we didn't do anything, move down in the first, right? But keep your players and build through the draft. I believe that we can actually 2 years from now have a decent team that can contend for like 4 or 5 years. But if we keep doing these things, what you want to do, we have to give us some draft capital that we really need, and we really don't have that much capital. Because if you look at it, we kicked the ball down the road for the two guards, like I said. That's gonna eat up next year's money that we think we have next year.
Okay. So is there any free agents, uh, like any position
Receiver, yeah, I
that
would
that you
say
that you do like?
that I do like, and
I
Hmm.
got a couple.
and I'm trying to think now the safeties out there. I'm looking at safety. I'm looking at probably interior lineman, like somebody that's a backup center because we need to draft a center. And then really, hmm,
I
I
got
don't know
something for
after
you.
that besides drafting. Go ahead, Q.
Okay, so for Bryce Young, and if I'm
Hmm.
saying, hey, I want to work with Bryce Young and give him weapons, you saw he had his most success with speedy guys that could deliver over the
Yep,
middle. Why
yep,
don't I
yep.
target speedy guys that can deliver
In the
over the
draft,
middle? And
yeah,
even if you go in free agency, there's cheaper options than a DK Metcalf
yes,
or Devontae Adams or any of the boys.
yeah.
I would take a look, and this is me personally. I would look at a Josh
Hmm.
Palmer. I
Oh,
would
that's
look
not
at
bad.
if not Josh Palmer, Brandon Cooks, one of those type of receivers that
He
I know that across the middle they
can't
can
stay
eat
healthy
with
though.
him.
Hmm.
But Cook
Eh,
can't stay healthy though.
But that's the thing. I don't need Cooks to be healthy, but only for a certain amount of time. I mean,
Okay.
get him on a cheap veteran deal. You don't have to
Yeah, if
break
you
the
can do
bank.
that. Yeah, if you can do that.
Cooks has been reliable everywhere he has been at.
Yeah, he's
If I'm
reliable.
trying to
Yeah,
help Bryce Young, this is what I'm doing. Because you got Xavier Leggett, you got Coker, you need speedy guys like how when think about when we had success with Cam Newton. He had
yeah,
Ted Ginn and Philly Brown. Speedy guys
yeah,
that can beat the defender in front of them and can get open.
yep,
That's the type of stuff you need for him to be successful. You need a strong power run game, which opens
yep.
up for your tight end across the middle and play action. This is the type of stuff you need to help the young guy. These stupid motherfuckers we got building this team don't know shit.
Well,
Well,
what
I
about
think
the tight end from Jacksonville?
You
Who's
want
that?
Evan Ingram?
I'm asking you, what's your thoughts on him?
I think he would be a quality guy if you pick him up and bring him in with Jatavion Sanders. The problem is how much is it going to cost us?
See, that I don't know. I don't know what his
Let me look
situation.
up.
I
Let me
tell you
look
one
up this.
thing that new GM down there in Jacksonville, boy, he better know what he doing
oh,
because he done let
yeah,
everybody go. And them little YNs down there in Jacksonville, yeah, they looking for him.
Well, you got to think about it, Prime. Everybody is betting on this draft, from Harbaugh
yep,
to
yep.
all you see these
Everybody,
boys. They're saying that the talent in this draft defensively is some of the best talent we have seen. It's so good.
top
You
to
got
bottom,
prime offensive linemen and offensive guards and tackles going in the fifth round because people trying to get,
defense.
a bevy of these edge rushers and D tackles and corners. It's
Yep.
safeties. It's crazy the talent that's going to be in the first 4 rounds.
Hey Q, so
Yep.
he's 19.4 mil on the cap for Jacksonville this year.
Too
19.4,
much,
and
man.
next
Too
year
much.
he
Too
had
little,
a
my
voided year of 9.5.
Nah,
So what
that's
you
too
thinking,
much.
Prime? You got enough money to pay him?
Nope.
Now my thoughts are this: when a team lets a player go, that voids out the contract, correct? If they cut him,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
that
yeah,
void?
yeah, yeah. Go on. Yeah, it
Yeah.
voided.
So
They void it, but they got to pay the dead cap on it. So in the sense of it, you can get him for a veteran minimum because he's still getting his money.
He's still
the
getting
team,
nine.
the team that cut him has to pay the dead money, not the team that's acquiring him, right?
Yeah, the
Correct.
team that cut him.
But
Right.
normally, though, players like that, Prime, though, they are saying, if I'm gonna come for a minimum, I'm gonna come in a situation. One, I'm gonna be a starter. Two, I'm gonna, you know, have a future with that team. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Most def, most def.
Well,
So
Wally,
So,
who on our roster right now will step in front of Evan Ingram?
nobody.
well,
Nobody. Not
but
even
hold on.
Jatavion Sanders.
But
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say, well, talent wise, true. However, if I'm looking at the team, who am I going to get the most snap to? It's going to be our guy, because this guy may going to be there 1 2 years, and if you don't develop your guy in that time frame, then you don't know what you got. I'm
Nigga,
just saying. I'm not
nigga,
saying he's
you
better.
better be watching. You better be watching Evan Ingram. Shoot, don't that. You
No,
better
we
fill
hey,
your
watch this.
eyeballs.
Hey, we are saying that, but the guy with the checkbook is saying, if I'm paying this guy, I better get something out of him.
Jatavian Sanders was a 4th round pick, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nigga, you better sit your behind down and watch.
But let this sink in, Prime. Even him being a 4th round pick, he had the same amount of yards as Evan Ingram last year.
He did.
Evan
yeah,
Ingram had
yeah.
47 receptions, 365 yards, and a touchdown. So he averages
That was
7.8 yards a catch. So in the essence, they neck and neck almost. You know what I'm saying? For a rookie to come in and put up the same numbers
What
is
was his numbers
crazy.
prior? What was his numbers prior to last year, though?
Okay, let me put it up.
and Everett Ingram is really not a he's more of a pass catcher. We need a we need a combo tight end.
You mean like one that blocks?
We need a blocking and catching. Somebody that's a combo guy. Cause we ain't got no blocking tight ends.
I mean, heck,
Okay.
Ian Thomas wasn't doing
Woo!
it.
Prime, he had 963 in so last year he had 365. The year before that, he had 963 with 4 touchdowns. The year before that, he had 766 with 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looked like he didn't get too much yards or targets at the Giants, but he still made 408 yards his last year with the Giants, and then 654. He's been solid.
He's
He's
been
been solid.
solid. He's been solid, and I knew this year for Jacksonville they had a kind of a weird year.
Yeah, they
With
did.
the
Yeah, they
coaching
did.
change and all this other stuff that happened down there, man. But I think if you get Ingram in, I think he bottles up a little bit more yards than what we saw him get this past year. Because Bryce Young is going to hit the person that's going to be open, and Evan Ingram
Hey,
is a dig route type of he's going to go in that middle. He's going to take that
so
contact.
hey Prime, would you rather do
Hmm.
that or take the? I'm thinking this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking the tight end out of Texas gonna be there because is one he was so slow in the draft, but he's an excellent pass catcher.
The
Uh,
tight end in Tennessee. You
out
said in
of Texas.
Texas. What's his
Yeah,
name?
yeah.
I can't remember. What's his name, real quick?
He
It's
wears
not.
number. I remember 'cause he played with Sanders last year, but he was the number one
Oh,
tight
you
end
talking
at
about
Texas.
Brock Bowers? Is that who you talking about?
Nah, the one
Yeah,
that's coming out in the draft this year, right?
yeah, draft this year. Yeah.
I know you're talking about. I can't pull his name up right
Now
now.
he should be there in the fifth round
Mm.
That's a
because when
hell
you
of a.
start stacking the tight ends up, he gonna fall. He probably be like number five off the board, or maybe six off the board. He'd be there in the fifth round.
Yeah, let me pull up his name real quick
I'm
because
saying if
I
you're
know you're
gonna get
talking about him.
somebody, he's a combo guy. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah,
not a
Oh,
great blocker,
Wiley,
but he's a good blocker. But he can catch. Yeah, go ahead.
you, you
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 talking about
got a
Gunnar Hill?
bevy of
Yeah, there you go.
Gunnar Helm from Texas. Okay, I couldn't remember his
Yeah.
name neither. Wiley Gunnar Helm is probably. I'm looking at it right now. One, two, three, four, five, six best tight end. He'll probably be gone by the fourth round, probably.
Yeah, that
Him,
was saying we can make
Mason
a board. Yeah,
Taylor. You got bringing Stool from Clemson.
I'm
You
gonna
got
tell
a
you who I
bevy of
like.
guys.
I like
Who
I
you like?
like Harold Fanning. I like Harold Fanning a lot.
and you can get that in the fifth round.
Both
What I'm
You
trying to
please.
say,
can you can get that in the fifth round.
and what I'm saying, instead of paying this high end money, I will fill the gaps with, like, for example, a tackle. I mean, not a tackle, a defensive tackle, right? Somebody that's worth something that can help the rookie that's gonna come in, Derek Brown, to fill the
Hmm.
middle. I would pay. I would spend it there. I spend it on a safety. If I'm spending money, right? I spend
Hmm.
it up and down the middle of my defense, and then draft the rest. So that way your defense can possibly come back in a year. The next year, those guys you had a free agent to get 1 or 2 year deal on, you
Hmm.
fill that with the draft the following year. Now your team is ready. You know what I'm saying? Ready to
Well,
move on.
Wiley, think about
Hmm.
it. You got to build a front seven in today's NFL. You just saw the Philadelphia Eagles dominate
Yeah.
the front seven alone in the Super
Yep.
Bowl.
Hmm.
So if it's a copycat league and you saying, "Hey, I want to do the same thing," you have to think about it. You got Derek Brown on the interior, but you need to commit to the other. I'd say the other five positions because I'm gonna give Trevin Wallace a starting position.
Okay.
Correct. So what I'm saying, you draft your another tackle, right? Now you got three up front, right? You draft your tackle, you draft your linebacker, you draft your safety,
Hey,
right?
Wiley,
Uh,
your audio, Wiley.
okay. Let me change headphones.
Bryce
Let
Young
me.
grabbed his headset. That's what it was.
That's what I listened. I said, "Whoa!" I sound like getting
Yeah.
out of space.
Yeah.
You got me, Q.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You
sir.
still kind of sound like a robot, my brother.
That damn technology.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be cool out you.
Yeah.
Uh
It's
hey, but Prime, what you think about Michael Mayer?
Michael Mayer.
That's the guy that was in the Raiders. That was there with Brock Bowers, and Brock Bowers had 1,000 yards, and then they're saying, okay, the Raiders has put him up on the trade market, saying that
Okay.
he's still on a rookie contract. He only been there 2 years.
Okay. You got tight end.
He was the best tight end from Notre Dame 2 years ago. They got him the
Okay.
year before Brock Bowers, and then they turned around and got another tight end that was number one, which is crazy.
So he had 2 touchdowns his 2023 season, none last year. Only had 156 yards, 7.4 average, longest was 29, 21 receptions. Um, you know what? I feel for this. I feel for this brother because he's gonna fall. I'm gonna be honest with you because he's gonna fall by the wayside like TMJ did
Mm.
up under the shadows. Now we didn't really have no one to overshadow TMJ. We just didn't use him. But Brock Bowers is going to overshadow this guy, man, and he's going to be someone that's going to be left out. I haven't. I'm going to have to take a look at him.
Mm-hmm.
Do some film study on him from his Notre Dame time.
Bro,
But
he
if he's
was a
getting
monster at Notre Dame.
really,
That's how he got drafted in the first round. He was the top tight
oh,
end.
he was a first round draft pick,
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make no
and then they
mistake
got
about it.
another tight end.
They
Oh,
turned around the following year and got a Brock Bowers the same year. Because
that's
they
why Antonio
planned.
Pierce got fired. That's one of the reasons. That's dumb.
Well, the plan was to run a dual tight end set. Was the plan.
Okay.
But then you got the quarterback limit them because they wasn't able to get the ball and deliver the ball distributed equally out there.
Yeah.
So that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And now they feel like since they got a 1,000-yard receiver and their new tight end Brock Bowers, what's the need of having him when you getting a 2-for-1 special out of one dude?
Yeah. I mean, you really are. Brock Bowers is someone that I thought was going to give us a hard time when we played him that week 3 this past season. He was kind of quiet, but
We caught him on a good day.
Well, they came off of a high against Baltimore, and I honestly think that when going back to that game, I think Antonio Pierce just didn't think that the level of competition was going to come to him with the QB change, because he didn't even know the QB change had happened until Tuesday when they had the press conference. So he was
they
like,
kept a lot of things hush.
Yeah. So he was like, "Oh, Andy Dalton." He's like, "Oh, I gotta go back to the drawing board." Yeah, you do.
Andy Dalton, he gonna bust that tail. Yes, he is. And I enjoyed every second of that.
Let me tell you, man, I was so hyped that game. I was throwing punches. I was calling names while I was going in, man. And then after that, we just never could win no more games after that until the great Bryce Young.
The great Atlanta game, huh?
Not Atlanta. The Saints game, that was pretty good. That was the first time Bryce Young took a victory formation. It was so beautiful too.
Put this in your memory banks, boy.
Time day drinking. Time day drinking. Stop, Brian. Stop.
The boy talk about you delusional in the chat. Golly.
Hey, Wally, it was so beautiful. It was. I mean, he lined up so gracefully in victory formation. Lightly landed on his knee, got back up, hugged 3 people, went to the locker room. It was beautiful, man.
Prime, you ain't gonna see but so much more of that right there. So you might as well go ahead and get a good look. I can tell you right now, next year is a harder schedule, and I looked at that schedule and I started counting off the wins and the losses, and I'm saying,
how many you got?
You really want to hear that today, Brian?
I really want to hear that.
I think we probably going to equal back out at 5 again. Probably. Looking at the schedule, how hard it is in the level of talent that we're going up against.
Yeah.
I don't see us taking it to why you make me do this today, Brian? God damn.
Yeah. I don't set them up.
Strong forward.
Well, I was right last year, Prime. So don't do me like that now.
Hey, Wally, your audio's still bad, bro.
Yes, it is. So check this out, Prime.
And
this is how I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm about to pull the schedule up right now.
I got it right here. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we can beat. Hold on, I'll wait till I get up on the screen before I start.
Okay.
Here we go.
Not Underground King. Don't say nothing. Hey, CJ Hill, Mr. 11 and 6.
Oh my God. So Prime, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna start. Sir. I'm not even gonna start on the NFC South. I'm gonna just sit right here. LA, I don't think we can beat LA. I don't think we can beat the Seahawks right now. Currently, even though they're having a fire sale over there, I still think that they have more talent than we do right now. For the moment.
Okay.
The Bills, ain't no way in hell we're beating the Bills. Not as long as Josh Allen breathing air. That ain't happening. the Miami Dolphins is a team that I think we're on the. I don't think we're quite on the same level, but I'll say it'll be a toss up, and I think they'll beat us.
Okay.
The Cowboys. We no matter who playing for the Cowboys, every year they cut our tail. Every year. You can go back the last 4 years. Sam Darnold, when we played him 3 years ago, cut our tail. 2 years of Bryce Young, it was a blowout. I mean, 33-10 the last time we played them. So I haven't forgotten that.
Okay.
I'm looking down Arizona. They owe us. They're gonna come in there. Now be mindful. This is a team I think we're on the same level with. I think we got the same level of talent somewhat on this team that they got. And I think it's going to be a dogfight. They took us light last time when they came to Bank of America. They're going to look to probably come out here and go full throttle next time they see us.
Now, historically, we're 14-3 against the Arizona Cardinals. Like, we own them.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it. It's an away game for us. And if we were in the bank, I would say, okay, yeah, we got a hell of a chance to win that game. But I don't believe that going on the road.
It's the first time we played them since the "I'm back" game with Cam Newton.
yeah, that was crazy in this stadium too.
Yeah, it was.
And then I'm looking at San Fran. I don't care what side of the table or the spectrum we on. San Fran is going to be better than us. Okay. And they rallying up. They had some injuries this year, but they're going to be better than us.
Okay.
The Patriots, I think, is a team that's on par with us, just like the Cardinals. But for some reason, with it being an away game with, Vrabel and the crew over there, it's going to be a statement game for the Patriots against us.
Okay.
I don't have us, winning that. And then the Jets, Aaron Glenn just coming in clean house. And
he is.
I think they're in rebuild mode, but I think they're going to rebuild that thing faster than most people are going to give them credit for.
Yeah, I like Aaron Glenn as a head coach. I think he's going to come in, he's going to right the ship. And I think the best thing he could have done was gotten rid of Aaron Rodgers and Adams, because that should have happened last year in the first place, getting Devontae Adams. That was, to me, that was a dumb move. It really was.
So, Prime, if you look at it, you got, for me, this is me looking at it. I don't think we got a chance in hell against Green Bay. And I think I don't think so.
Especially if that game is in dead of winter, that might be tough. We got to play Green Bay early. You got to still be warm.
That's tough. And that there you go. It got to be in the beginning of the season when you catch them slipping. Jacksonville, that's another team I think on the same level as us. I think they got a better defense than us. So therefore, they're going to wreak havoc when they come in here, because when you last saw them, Allen had 3.5 sacks on us when he came through the door. Am I right or wrong on that
one? 2023 season, yes. He had a lot.
Whew, they couldn't stop him.
So they couldn't stop him.
I'm under the impression Walker, don't let him get Mason Graham to go with Walker. Oh, it's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from the aspect of we're on the same level of them, but they got premium players that'll push them and elevate them a little bit better than us, just for the moment, until we're able to get guys to build this team up. Now, that's outside the NFC South. I'm giving you three possible wins with the Cardinals, possibly with New England, and possibly with the Jaguars outside of the NFC South. The rest of them boys, I'm saying we losing.
Okay. Now, what about the NFC South?
Okay, NFC South, Tampa Bay. I think they're gonna probably sweep us. That's just me being honest, going off of what they've been the last couple of years. Now, the toss-up games is gonna come with the Falcons. We always catch them boys at least split every year, no matter what's going on. We split with the Falcons, and then the Saints is a team where I'm sitting here looking at the quarterback position slipping. They got young players on the offense, but they don't have any difference makers on the defense. And they got a new coach in there. I think that's a possible game where we catch one, if not two of them. But I'm not going to jump out there with two. I think we can get one. But that's just how I'm feeling right there. You got 5 possible wins.
Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, I totally get your understanding. So for me, and I'm looking at this, I'm gonna start with NFC South. I before the season starts, I always go neutral. So I'm going 3-3 NFC South. The possibility of us beating, each of these teams one time and us losing to them one time. So with
This
three
is what I wanted
wins.
to pull up for, by the way. I want to. I'm sorry to interrupt you, brother pastor, but I was
There you
really,
go. He
I
got
Hey,
was
let me
ready.
jump on
really.
your let me just jump on your tail. Good
I'm
Lord.
just sitting in the congregation and I'm waiting to hear the message on how the Panthers gonna get to these 11 or 12 wins this
Oh,
year
here we
and
go.
take the
Here we
division.
go.
Yeah,
Oh
I got to hear
Lord.
this one.
Here
I
we
got to hear
go.
this
Here we
one. I got
go.
to hear
Let
this
Here
one.
we go.
cook, man. Let Rail cook.
All right. Shout out to Red. What's up, baby? All right.
What's
So
up,
three and
PPG?
three in the division. All right. Now let's go to the home games. LA Rams. Now you guys saw that there's some situations going on with the quarterback now. Possible trading him. I don't know how strong the Rams are compared to how we saw them in years past. They did spend a lot of money. They just gave Tutu Atwell $10 million for a 1 year extension, fully guaranteed. I thought that was real dumb, but hey, whatever. I do believe that they're going to have some growing pains this year, but they'll sneak into the playoffs. I do believe that we can probably spar with them. I do believe that that's going to be here in Charlotte. They got to play against our terms, so I'll give that one a win by an edge. Seattle Seahawks. So
Red. Hold on now.
yes, sir.
Hold
Yes, sir.
on.
Sean McVay.
Before I
Ye-
let you get there, you
yes,
do
sir.
know they got Braden Fish, Jared Verse, Byron Young. They got some balls on that defense now.
Yeah, they do. They do. But also we got Big 50, and we
Oh,
got
okay.
yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead, Pastor. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, we saw it. We if you go back to week one, the amount of pressure, and even against the Kansas City Chiefs, the amount of pressure they brought to us, we was able to deal with it. Bryce Young, I think, only got sacked one time in that Chiefs game, and they probably brought about 65-75% of blitzes on the defensive, side of the ball to us, and it was picked up. So I have nothing but faith in Big 50, big Damian Lewis, and them boys. So hopefully, with this tender with Cade Mays, he comes back. But I have total confidence in our offensive line going up against anybody's defense.
Mm.
Anybody's defense. So Seattle Seahawks, they're rebuilding. They're they're cleaning house right now with Seattle. Seattle has always been our foes or whatever. They're here in Charlotte. It's going to be a crazy game. The 12 minutes going to be in there. It's going to come down to the wire. We might win. We might lose. That's a game I have as a toss up. I say we probably lose this game only because of the history of the Seattle Seahawks. I got to go off of that. That's a hard team to play, whether or not we're home or away. Buffalo Bills, we're losing that game. Miami Dolphins, I believe this is a win. Miami has been totally decimated. I don't think they have faith no more in the head coach. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he got one more year left in Miami. Tyreek Hill seems to be unhappy. They're stripping the defense, stripping the offense. So I count this as a win for us right there. Dallas Cowboys. Bryce can't lose 3 times, can he?
You don't want me to answer that. You damn sure don't want me to answer that. Boy, I tell you.
Yeah, and I'm like, why are we playing the Cowboys again? What is it? Like, why they keep doing this to us, man? I
Oh,
don't.
they the biggest draw. You didn't know they make that a home game because the fan base shows up and shows out in the stadium. Like, have you been there Cowboy weekend?
I was there 2023, Bryce Young's first year. I was there, and them boys was out there before the gates
Oh,
even opened up. Yeah, I
them
felt like I was.
Cowboy
I,
fans is
I
real,
felt like I was in
dog.
Arlington. I ain't gonna lie to you, in
Yeah.
Uptown. Yeah, it was crazy. But I don't think Bryce Young lose a third time. I don't think he loses a third time.
History done told us. Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah. I don't think we lose a third time. I think he pulls this one out and stands tall in front of the faces of Michael Parsons.
Well, he'll never stand tall, Brown. I don't know where the hell you get that one from. He is
Hey,
never gonna be 6'2", 6'3". So I
Yeah.
don't know where you
he'll,
get that
he'll,
from.
he'll get a little boost up by Robert Hunt. You know, Robert Hunt will pick him up. You know what I mean?
Robin
here
Hunt
we
can't
go.
walk on water now. The nigga nice, but God, that he ain't no lifesaver.
Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The way he played last year, man, I
I like
don't
him.
know.
I like him. I like him. I
I
like
like
him.
hey,
Here we
I like
go.
him a
Here we
lot,
I
man.
go.
like him.
I
Here we
like him
go.
a lot, man.
Here
What I
we
like about him,
go.
I just like him. I just
I
like him.
like Arizona Cardinals. That's a win. I don't think I don't agree with your premise that they didn't come to play. They were 7 and whatever. They was a playoff bound team. They knew that they had to win that game in order to make it into the playoffs. They went to bed. They let Bryce Young look like an MVP quarterback. They let Chuba Hubbard look like he was a freaking god out there as well. I think that happens again. We historically have had the Arizona Cardinals number either at home or away in a stadium. So I think that that's a win. San Fran, I have no belief that we can win this game. It's in San Fran. Brock Purdy is a great distributor of the football. Plus, they have some weapons. They did lose Debo. I don't know if McCaffrey's going to be healthy. I mean, I don't know what's going on with McCaffrey. I don't know if he's going to be healthy when we play this game. But they got some other players too that's pretty decent. So I'll give it to San Fran. New England Patriots, first year head coach Mike Vrabel, second year quarterback. They're still rebuilding. I think we may have the edge over the Patriots. It's in New England. So that might be a variable too, depending upon what time of year we play them. Because Foxborough's normally wet and cold, and I don't. I've only seen Bryce Young play in one, two, 3 wet games, and he's 1-2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Atlanta last year, Broncos this not Broncos, Buccaneers this year. That was a rain game. Oh, that was last year. That was last year, and Tennessee Titans. So I think he's only won one out of those 3 wet games. So I don't know.
Prime.
Jets,
You hear what
huh?
you saying?
What?
You got to have a specific type of feel for this motherfucker to win.
No. No. You don't. I'm just going historically. Like if I know Foxborough's wet and cold. Like Bryce Young's wet games. That sounds so crazy.
That sounds so crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here, wet games, huh? What?
Uh, the
I'm gonna let
games
you
that he
have it.
played where the weather was wet, it was raining. It was raining. He hasn't done well in. So yeah. So I'm gonna give
Wet
that
game.
one. I'm gonna give that one to the Patriots.
Hey, Prime.
Yeah.
You know what else Bryce hasn't done well in?
What, sir?
Away games.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I mean that's true too. I can't fight with you there. That is true. So good for you, Red.
Ah!
Uh, nigga.
It's not good for me. It's bad for you. And Bryce playing in Foxborough.
Yeah, nigga. God, hey, smart nigga.
And I also got a bone to pick with you about that Philly offensive line. I mean that LA Rams defensive line that had 7 sacks against that Philly offensive line in a divisional game. But
I
we'll talk
That's
mentioned
about
that,
that.
Red. I mentioned
that's
that.
cool.
He said he wasn't worried about LA Rams. So I said,
You can't
okay,
tell a hard head nigga nothing.
Hey, you
don't
can't. You
don't
can't.
worry. He
You
gonna pay
can't.
me at the end of the year because me and him got a bet.
Oh yeah. Hey, now listen. I'm gonna tell.
25 touchdowns.
That's right. That's right. And Q, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not going no further than Somerville. You got to pick me up and bring me the rest of the way.
This nigga here, he think he gonna win the
Okay,
bet.
Q.
And I
While
want to
I'm
be.
just listening for these
I want to
11
be
wins, which I don't
escorted
hear them
into
yet.
Charleston. I want to be
God,
escorted
this
in.
nigga said, if you win that bet, Prime, I'll pay for your goddamn room and all to go with the bet. I know that ain't gonna happen.
I'm waiting for you to do the tally on the 11 wins. I don't think he close yet, but I'm listening.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm close. The Jets. I believe that's a win. Um, did I say the Patriots was a win or a loss?
You didn't get to the Patriots yet.
Okay, well, Patriots, I believe that we do. I think we edge out that win. Jets, that's a win. Packers, a loss. Jacksonville, a win. So
So how
that's
many
where
you
I'm at.
sitting at?
So I'm sitting at 3 with the division, 4 Los Angeles, 5 Seattle. I think I had Seattle as a win. I can't remember now. I think I had Seattle as a win. So that's
Well, actually,
5.
you gave them a loss,
I
but you
get I,
gave the Rams a win. So I guess you split with those two.
okay.
But hey, you might as well count it a win because you're trying to get to 11 or 12. So
I'm just
I would
waiting for the.
suggest you
He has
count it as a
Hold
7
on,
win.
right
hold on.
now.
Hold,
He
wait,
has 7 right
Red,
now.
Red. Hold on, Red. I never said 11. I said we gonna win the division. I never said. You see, you got to watch Red. This nigga slick. I never said 11 games this year.
You think we're gonna win the division this year?
I
Oh, that was
believe.
my bad because I
I
think
believe we
it's going to
will.
take 11 to win the
Oh, okay.
division. That's
So
my
let's
bad.
start another bet then, Prime. I bet you we won't win the division this year.
Man, God dang you. I mean,
I,
ah,
I,
I'm already in that
come
pocket
on,
on that one, Q. I
come on,
jumped on
come
that
on,
one quick, boy.
come on, Prime.
you jumped on that one, Red. We ain't did that one. I ain't got that in my
Hey,
book.
hey, Red, you
Oh,
better
yeah, yeah,
tell
yeah.
him. You
Yeah,
better
I
tell
got
him
it in
how I
my
am with
book.
these bets.
No,
Yeah, I got it.
Red,
Yeah, Q. I got it in my book, PPP,
Red.
and I got the show we did it on. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We bet on who's gonna win the
Send it to me,
division this
Red.
year.
Send it to me, Red. Just I can go ahead and
I
mark
do
it
it.
down if you did, please.
I do it. I do it. I do
Okay.
it. I do it. I
Okay.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I, I
hey,
got
You
Prime.
still
I
you
got a
still
folder
strong
in
on
my
y'all winning that. You still strong on y'all winning that division.
well,
But Prime.
I
Before
got a
you get
folder.
off of it,
Yes, sir.
what you want to put on that one? A little Hyundai? You want to put a little Hyundai on that?
Nah, not right now. Not right now. How about this?
Huh?
Let's wait until after. Let's wait until after the draft and free agency is over.
That ain't gonna change much around y'all. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let me wait. Let me wait on
And
that.
Draft
PPP, I'm
is
gonna give
way
you some room.
early.
I'm gonna give you some room on that division one too, because I know how things tend to go when Bryce start the season 0-6. That you kind of everybody want to back away from him a little bit. So I'm gonna be respectful, give you a
Hey,
little room on that
hey,
one.
Red. But what if Bryce Young come out 4-0?
Well, Red, you ain't got to worry about that
Yeah,
right now.
well,
So
well.
looking
Hey
at them
Q,
opponents, if he
hey,
beat the goddamn Rams, Cowboys, and all them shit right there, and then you're gonna get a division opponent. What if we get Tampa Bay started? We're not winning all that shit
and
starting
Q,
off.
and Q. Only way I can answer Prime question right now about what ifs is what my old drill sergeant used to say about
If
ifs.
Earthworms had machine guns, they would. Yeah, I
Well,
Yeah,
it
if
wasn't fuck with
worms
them.
had machine guns, the birds wouldn't fuck with them.
There you
Hey,
go. There
boy,
you
I,
go.
But
I've
them
been around
birds eat
Red so
worms
long, boy.
every
I know
morning.
You know it by
all his
heart,
little
ain't it?
phrases.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we go with what we know, and that is that in 2 years, Bryce has started the season with losses, not wins.
That's true. But guess what, Red? I believe that with the addition and one player that I really feel confident in a David Walker. I think we need to get Mike Green or someone on that defensive line. But if you get some of these defensive pieces I'm talking about, which is going to help Bryce Young have short field. We saw in the game against you guys, and not using that only as the example, but Bryce Young, when given short fields, has capitalized in 2024 more than he did in 2023. So I
Well,
think
you
that
got to use that game because that's the only game that he, looked like an NFL quarterback in.
no,
But
no, sir,
somebody
no,
better get
sir.
in here and help PPP.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
He in the corner. He in the corner taking jabs left and right.
Hey,
He looking
Red.
like Zab Judah.
Hey,
Y'all better
Red.
get in here and help him.
Hey,
Yeah,
Red.
yeah, yeah,
Red.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
I
PPP.
have to pull up the clip from yesterday where you said, and I quote, "I'm a little scared of Carolina."
No, I didn't say I
You,
was scared of y'all. I did.
oh,
That's not the term.
you said that
That's
right
not
here?
the term. No, no. So
What you
see,
said?
see,
What you said? What you said,
when
Red?
somebody quote me, I require that
Red.
they
What you?
quote me
Red.
specifically. What I
Red.
said
What you
is
said?
I'm
What you said, Red?
concerned. I said I'm concerned with
Hey, Q,
Carolina.
Q, 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 Q. Let me ask you a question.
What's up, dog?
What's another word for concern?
Wait a minute.
Worried,
Wait. Yeah,
Scared.
but not
panicking.
scared. Let me tell you something, PPP, about me just on a
In
personal note.
disarray.
If you
Oh,
want to
yes, sir.
set
Yes,
me
sir.
off, if you
Disarray.
want to set me off,
Disarray.
I would tell everybody listening under the sound of my voice in this chat, I am a noob. I'm a pretty boy. Phi Nu Pi to the day I die. And fear don't go with me at all.
I
What
hear
I
you, Newt.
am, if anything, I'm confident. See, some people mistake Newts for being conceited. But if you ask any Kappa man, he'll tell you we're not conceited. We're just supremely confident.
My brother got a shirt to say that.
Yeah. Q. So you can let people know I ain't bullshitting about this. But PPP, one thing, if you ever want to just keep it straight with me and we can have any conversation you want, don't associate me with the word of fear. There's only one thing I fear. I'm a man of God, and you know what that is.
Well, Red, let me tell you one thing.
Yes, sir.
I'm a man that has I try to use my vocabulary to the best of my ability.
Yes,
I
sir.
got I got this Miami, Florida, little draw a little bit. Sometimes my words may
You
roll
got
out.
many talents. I tell people that all the time. PPP amazes me. He know
Get the
about
gal.
airplanes. He know about meteorology.
Yeah,
He's a smart Negro. He's a bookworm. That's what he
yeah.
is, a bookworm. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So so when I look at the word concerned,
Uh-huh.
and I see, the synonyms for concern.
Let me Google concern.
The words I see that come up, and there's a couple of them I'm pretty sure you already know.
Yeah.
Worried, anxious, disturbed, perturbed,
Mm-hmm.
troubled,
Mm-hmm.
bothered, distressed, upset,
Well,
Mm-hmm.
disquieted, unease, ill at ease,
Apprehensive,
apprehensive,
agitated,
agitated,
unquiet,
unquiet.
solicitous,
mm,
caring, attentive to, considerate of. But guess what you don't see in there?
Yeah.
mm.
Fearful.
Hey, my brother, let's pull up the word troubled and let's see what's the synonym for
Well,
trouble.
I don't think we got time to take people back to we all intelligent
Yeah, we
men
do,
on
Ray.
here.
Yeah, we do. We ain't
Yeah.
got nothing better to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
around here
What
this
now,
morning.
Q?
We
We can
we
do
do.
it. We can do it. But Q, let me ask you this, Doug. In all of those 20 words he just read, did you hear the
Uh,
word fear?
no, sir. I didn't hear fear. I
Okay,
didn't hear
I mean,
okay.
fear.
it's
Now,
doggone
if you
close.
need
It's
to
doggone
dig
close
deeper,
to it.
if
It's
you
close
want to
to it.
dig deeper, if you want to dig deeper and go in a different direction, I'll go with you, PPP. But let the record reflect and let it be understood at this point. You ain't
I can't.
heard the word
I can't
fear?
stand this little black nigga, boy.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't
Yes,
stand
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my brother. Yes, sir.
Boy, y'all something else. Boy, y'all better than
We in
KBTV.
here. We in here.
I can't stand that nigga.
We in here. And PPP, it's gonna take, just so you know, my
Uh-huh.
prediction is, y'all, it's gonna take 11 wins to win this division this year.
Well, I'll tell you one
I
thing,
think
man.
minutes. I think. I don't know. I don't know about Tampa yet. It depends on whether they can bring Chris Godwin back. But I definitely think y'all have improved, and I know that my team is going to be improved
Who's
once we
y'all?
get to yes sir, yes
Who, who,
sir.
let me check my mic. Hello,
Let's
Red.
do it.
If
Let's do it.
you say we improve
Yeah, y'all have improved.
Hey,
when?
Q, I'm trying to tell you, the man turned a new leaf yesterday on PPP.
Well,
Well,
don't do that because
I've
somebody
been.
listening, the Ice Queen is listening, and she's cold as hell. So PvP, I don't appreciate you doing this right now. What I said on your show. You trying to get me in trouble with Kitty, and I don't appreciate that
Kitty
My
shit at
gonna
brother,
all.
bury your tail.
Red, let me tell you,
You
Red,
know she is cute.
Yes, sir.
When you
Yeah.
said it, I almost fell trying to get back to my seat because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Oh shit! You
Okay.
see that PvP? You see that? What you done?
Yeah.
But Q, I stand on the truth. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Man, listen,
Okay.
man. Listen. All right. So I'm just gonna keep it 100. No harm, no ill will intended, Miss Kitty. But I'm just saying this. Um, I'm a football fan. I watch the entire NFL.
Yes, sir.
And all I'm telling you is the Panthers look more competitive and better when that boy came back from the bench, man. He did.
Talk about it, Red.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about it,
And
Red.
I ain't saying this to glaze. I ain't saying this to puff up the Bryce lovers. This is what I saw when I turned on the tape, and it's damn sure what I saw when they played my Falcons, who needed that game at home the last week of the year. And Q, you know where
Huh?
I stood on my Falcons, man. You know
Yeah.
that.
You was a hard head nigga, but we brought you to reality. I
Yeah.
disagree with you on that right there when it comes
Okay,
to
Q. Okay.
yes, we had some fight into us, And yes, we took it to the foul. I think that last game was a statement game, and
I
that's
think
us
so too.
showing what we could be capable of if we were to come out and actually play together as one unit.
Yeah,
That's one game that I don't think we can consistently do year round. Now,
yeah.
Prime, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think you can see that type of energy from the Panthers all year long?
If Bryce Young wears that visor, it's on and
Huh?
popping.
Now see, he glazing. But see, Q, let me tell you where I agree
Hey,
with you. Let me tell you where I
bullshit.
agree with you and why I feel this way, Q.
Uh,
PPP. In
Yeah.
all honesty, who did I give credit to for all of that? Did I not give Dave Canale as y'all's
Yeah.
head coach credit for all that?
Yeah, absolutely.
he
Absolutely.
Okay.
deserved credit for that, though. That's the
Yeah.
thing. He got them boys up. And what did they say? Let's make a statement. This is not how we want to end our season. You saw it in the daggone blueprint. They were saying, "Hey, it's on us to set the environment coming forth for what we expect for next year."
Yeah.
So I I like what I saw, but I need to see consistency because I've been burned so much as a fan. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
I've
Same
been
with me.
burned. It's
Yes, sir.
hard for me to come out here and say, "Hey, these boys gonna do that right there consistently for 17 games."
Right.
I can't say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hey, listen, I totally understand. I had my times where I glaze or whatever, just being funny, but you know, you do want to see this happen in more of a consistent manner. I'm going to, I got to agree with you, but I do believe that when you take, and even, when you're looking at projections, right, especially like, okay, trajectory of a player, and you start to see what he's done based on what he's done in, maybe prior weeks or maybe even the year prior to that. There's no doubt that Bryce Young has totally changed his game around from what it was prior to that. So I do believe that we're knocking on the door of consistency. And I say this all the time when I was asked, other podcasts, like what is the Panthers going to do that's going to significantly change the outcome of games? And I said simply, Bryce Young is going to be placed in a position where the things he do well is going to be magnified, and the things that he don't do well, they're going to work
That's
on those
what you
things.
said. That is what you said. Consistently, you said that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're not making Bryce Young be no more than what he is, and then adding on to, the workload. So once you get comfortable with something, add this on, add that on. That's why Dave Canella said in that last game, it didn't matter what I called, Bryce Young was doing it, and that probably wasn't the case week 1, week 2. But as we started rounding the season off, he said, "Man, it was nothing that I called that was an issue." So that's growth, man. That's growth.
Think about it. Now let's be real. The last couple of games,
Hmm.
for that last game, especially that Falcon game, he was in shotgun the whole time. Am I right or wrong on that, Prime?
A good majority of the time he was a
About
good majority.
90% of the time he was in shotgun.
Um, he had some under center.
You got to bring any quarterback in the NFL closer to that line at some point.
No,
At
At
no,
some
some
point, he
point.
got to get under that
whoa,
center.
That
hold
boy
on, wait,
spent
wait. The
majority
play,
of the
the
time.
play, the play action play, the play that came from the touchdown from Tommy Tremble. That was a two tight end set under center.
10%, 10%, 10%, 10%,
No
10%,
sir, no
90 and
sir,
10,
no sir,
90 and
no sir,
10,
no sir, no sir, no sir. Let me pull that up real quick.
90 and 10, 90 and 10, 90 and 10 now.
Hold on. Let me pull that up real quick so we can put Q in the baby seat real quick. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. Goo goo
Panthers.
gaga. Goo goo gaga.
Panthers
all,
versus Stockers
all
2025.
I'm saying, Prime, is majority of the time he's in shotgun where there's a limited playbook and it's predictable, where defenses can say, okay, well, he's standing up. We know they ain't running it at this moment. And I'll be damned. He has to deliver from that shotgun position. You got no choice.
I don't. Q. I don't know if your numbers are correct there in that last game.
Well, that was a little bit of niggatry add into it.
Okay.
Majority of that was 90% of the time, you know.
A little bit of
Little bit of
Ashy
nigga.
Phosphate, a little bit of Remount
Yeah, yeah.
Road. I got it.
Oh, you familiar with Charleston over here? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, I used to go. I went to Starr High School.
Oh, you in the store?
I went to Starr, man. 3 years I was at Starr. I used to live in Pepper Hill.
Oh, okay, Pepper Hill. I'm over here in Latson.
Okay.
If you know down here, way down from Dorchester Road, Walmart, I'm down here in Latson.
The Dorchester Road. Oh yeah. That's right before. Hold on, Dorchester Road Walmart. It's right by IHOP, right?
By IHOP and all that, yeah.
Yeah. I used to go to a church down
right
over
down
there.
from Charlie.
Yep, I used to go to a church down over there called Word Ministries. Right, it's a little bit past that. You go past that next street to the very next street, which I think is the way that you take to get up out of. No, that ain't what you do. You keep straight to go like towards Walterboro. So yeah, you make a right turn, and the church was back up in there. I can't remember if that was Latson Road or not. I can't remember, but yeah, man, I think there's a bowling alley or game thing over there as well.
That bowling alley ain't there no more.
Oh, it ain't there no more.
No, it ain't there no more.
So you know I used to live there if I say that.
Yeah. You down the road. Shout out my boy Carolina Blue right there delivering for Pepsi right here in Charleston. He down the road too.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Plenty of
Yeah,
we
man.
Charleston folks around here. Brown, what you doing? What you been doing on this side of town over here?
Hey man, let me tell you, man. I used to, when I was living in Miami, man, I used to love coming up to Charleston because Miami compared to Charleston was night and day. When I was in Miami, man, I used to fight almost every day, Q. And I mean, it was bad when I got to Charleston. Not saying that Carolina dudes are soft. I ain't saying that at all. But it's just the mindset is different than it was in Miami. Like it wasn't on that tip, and I never got into any fights when I was in Charleston. It was mellow, it was cool, and I just wanted that type of environment. Plus, man, y'all grass turned brown up here, and I. Hey, as a young kid, I was like, "Why they grass brown? What they grass got going on?"
It's dying out. It's dying out.
Yeah, our grass stayed green year round. So it was, coming up to Carolina, it was a different culture for me, man. People was just nicer. You guys at that time, it was snowing a lot up here. When I was coming back and forth back in the '90s when I was a kid. So man, I just took a loving to Charleston, man. And when I finally moved up here, went to Stall. Was always like off of Montague Avenue, man, and
Montague. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Montague.
International with the mall and all that stuff. Yeah, 10 outlets.
Yeah, man. I actually used to work at the Chuck E. Cheese, man, off of Rivers Avenue.
Yeah, okay.
I used to work at that Chuck E. Cheese. I used to work at the Ashley Phosphate Walmart, man. I used to work at Frankie's Fun Park. I was the road course manager.
He was in the hood. God damn. They got a shootout at that Ashley Phosphate Walmart all the damn time.
Hey, man, listen, bro. That it's so ran down now. When I came down there last year to do a bus tour, I had some executive that was going around looking at some of the leased properties down there, and we stopped at the Rivers Avenue Walmart. The people said, "I ain't get off the bus." I said, "I ain't get off the bus either."
Hey, when I want good Chinese food, I go over there to the Hood Dog, the #1 kitchen over there.
No,
be like,
bro.
what?
Let me tell you. Back in the day, Northwoods Mall food court. It's a Chinese restaurant in there that used to serve the bourbon chicken and double fries. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, God. That's what I'm talking about. Eating good in the neighborhood. Shout out to everybody that chat. We just took you around a tour of Charleston just now. To everybody in the chat. Yeah, Blue, he know the city. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. I'm gonna put the link back in the chat. I don't know what happened. I think he dropped out. But yeah,
He did.
Yeah, he dropped out for a second.
Yeah, I thought I had scared him fear him away, but
you thought you scared him away. God,
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened just now.
Yeah. He back.
Listen at it. Listen to Red.
He back.
You say he thought he scared you off.
Real quick, Q. Did you hear me talk about Northwoods Mall?
You said you knew about the Chinese place in Northwoods Mall.
Yeah, Northwoods
with bourbon
Mall.
chicken.
The bourbon chicken and double fries. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Lord. Yes,
Yes,
Lord.
Lord.
My man right here say he from St. Stephen, boy, cuz you right up the street.
Oh,
I ain't
you
knew
out the
that.
street.
That's a good
Yeah.
little hop in the woods. The only thing they got out there is IGA.
Man, let me
Yes,
tell
sir.
you, man. Before I go, because I got a virtual call I got to take at 11:30. But man, going out there past Kiowa Island down towards Hollywood,
Mm-hmm.
boy, that's some good country living out there, man.
Them boy living good over there, Kiowa,
Man,
man.
they
Them
living.
golf course, them $1 million houses over there, dog.
Man, let me tell you something, man. My uncle family lives out there, and some of them live in like heading towards Kiowa. Some of them live towards going like towards Hollywood. And
Mm-hmm.
man, boy, they got some acres out there. You could put Bank of America Stadium on some of them
God,
lands, man.
man, Hollywood, Ravenel, all them
Ravenel,
places out
Round
there.
O.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That right there is like going. It's really off of 17 going to Beaufort, where we used to
Yep,
take all that stuff. You can take that road straight into Beaufort
straight into
and Paris
Buford.
Island and all that stuff.
Yep.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
I'm gonna hit y'all back, okay?
All right, cuz.
Hey,
All right.
PPP.
All right, cuz. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Red,
Yeah, bro.
what's
Yeah.
what's going on with you today, man? Talk to me.
Well, man, I wanted to pop on, while you're in here talking about some of this free agency news, man. It's interesting to me. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
Goat said this, and I've been paying attention to this, man. We're seeing, I can't remember the last time I saw this many teams releasing or telling veteran players that they're not gonna bring them back. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That
Mm-hmm.
lets you know how deep this draft is, because what those teams are trying to do, they're trying to swap veteran players for draft picks. And it makes sense. It makes sense fiscally, because they get to reset their salary cap. You know what I'm saying? With getting players who are on the rookie deals versus paying other players these big contracts, man. But at the same time, the name of the game in the NFL is wins. So teams have to make a decision. Can we sacrifice wins to save money? And the smart bet is no. You try to win while you still saving money. And the best way you can do that is to do what the Rams did last year. And that's to bring quality players onto your roster who are rookies. Nobody does it better than the Rams. You look at the year they did, they scouted and brought on Puka Nakua. You know what I'm saying? The Rams do it year in and year out, man. They have a hell of a scout program, man.
And that's why I was telling PPP, them boys gonna cut our ass because they gonna go in that draft and they gonna get some boys back up in there.
Yeah, they're gonna do that, man. Sean McVay, man. And, I heard that too. And they on our schedule, and I'm counting it a loss automatically. Man, Sean McVay is a fucking genius, man.
Yeah.
You look at these players getting cut loose, man. I mean, these teams are trying to reset, man. And I listened to a little bit of GOAT last night, man. He is definitely on point. These teams is trying to go younger, man. So, when you already, and this just in y'all case, I know everybody know my Falcons ain't got before draft picks. So we're gonna have to count on the guys we drafted last year, Rook and Brandon Dorlus and them boys right there. Braylon Trice, who we was injured all last year. So it ain't as bad. I think a lot of people just aren't aware of what we already got, in the holster. But still, you got to draft every year. And when you only got 4 draft picks, you need to maximize what you do in free agency. But man, listen, I don't understand why so many Panthers fans keep talking about giving away y'all draft picks, or as GOAT like to call them, dragon eggs, for
Mm-hmm.
some of these players that other teams trying to get rid of. Just
Well,
draft well, man.
Red over here, they horny. It's like you see that girl that you've been talking about for the longest with them cheeks that you know you've been wanting to hit. And
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
got a pocket full of money and you saying, well,
yeah.
God damn it, I'm a trick off. I'm a
It's my
trick off,
shot. I'm
goddamn it.
finna get my shot. I'm finna get my shot.
That's what we doing over here, Red. We tricking too damn much. Like we got it. We don't got it, dog. We faking it till we make it. And you keep giving up draft picks, and it's going to cost you in the long run because you can't adequately build this team the way you need to. And that's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
We taking motherfuckers like Mango and Jamie Robinson. That was a weak ass draft.
Yeah.
That make it be known. These last couple of drafts been weak as hell. Last year's draft been really good, and this year's draft is exceptional. Where you can
It's
get
exceptional draft.
on
But
defense. The first
Q, I'm
two
gonna tell
rounds
you
is
something
Hall of
that shook
Famers to
me.
me.
I'm gonna tell you something that shook me. I'm
What's up?
hearing people say package Leggett, sent him to Seattle in a trade for Metcalf. Why would you do that? I don't understand. And I hear this more with y'all than anybody else. Want to give up on a player after 1 year in the NFL?
I mean, that's all you got over here. In this motherfucker, you got 1 year to come out here and make sure that you showcase your skill set. Because if not, the fan base is gonna turn on you, Red.
You know what that
That's just
tell
the
me
honest
though?
truth.
A draft pick ain't worth shit then to the Panthers fan base. If you got the hit in 1 year, then what's the point of it? It don't matter if he a first round pick or a fifth round pick. You know, fuck it. If he didn't make the Pro Bowl his rookie year, get rid of his ass. That's crazy, man.
Well, and understandably so. Over here, and I think that the thing that they look at is a lot of fans, they're not logically in tune with the team. And so
Yeah.
all they looking in, they're saying is, okay, hey, okay, they'll watch the Panther game and then they'll turn. And then they'll come back and say, oh, well, why didn't we score? They're not invested into the product that's the Carolina Panthers,
Yep.
understanding the strengths and the weaknesses of the team. They don't do stuff like that. They'll just say, oh, well, we look good this year. You don't know why you look good this year. Please tell us why.
Right.
Like up and down,
Like
take
you
a look
just
at
got
the
through
roster.
saying consistency. You got to one thing that's embedded in that term consistency is time. You got to
Mhm.
take some time to be consistent. It
Yeah.
takes time.
But that's the thing. Around here, our fan base don't have time. They don't have patience. That's why you got a GM that's steady telling everybody that he's flipping the roster instead of saying, hey, we in an actual rebuild. Let's take a year or two, build this thing the right way, and get back out here.
Okay.
They
Okay.
don't want to do
Okay.
that because if you say that to our fan base, they get emotionally untied and then they turned off.
They
You get
want
what I'm
your ass
saying?
gone. They
A
want your
bitch will
ass
disappear.
gone.
A bitch will disappear around here for 2 years, 3 years, and you won't see him. A la Ronnie. Shit.
Yeah. He
Let me
probably
tell you
show up
something,
with a
Ray.
different name or something, but that voice gonna always be the same, Ronnie. I'm telling you
The,
right now.
the realest shit Goat ever said is too much shit to fucking do in the Carolinas. You do realize in the Carolinas, it's not a NFL football state. It's a college football country over here.
Right.
College football. You got so many
Yep.
goddamn teams from North Carolina State to UNC to, like I say, Tar Heel. Then you got all these teams right around the corner from each other. You got 3 teams right there in Raleigh, right down the road from each other, and Wake Forest, all them boys right there. It's college country over there. So
Yeah.
if a motherfucker don't like what they see from the Panthers, guess what they do? They turn on the TV and watch college
Go to
football,
the college
basketball.
game.
There you go. And when all else fails, they turn on baseball. The Braves is here. Shit.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm
Come
a
on,
football
Ray.
fan through and through, man.
The
I
fan.
love the NFL, man.
I grew up as an Atlanta Hawk fan. And
Yeah.
that was the only thing on TV over here. Turner South. That's all you would see.
Yep. Ted
And
Turner. Yep.
Ted Turner TV. Now,
Yep.
growing up, you know this as well as anybody if you watch Atlanta your whole years. The fan base is a finicky fan base.
Real fickle. Because
Fickle.
that's exactly what they do, Q. If one
Mhm.
motherfucker losing, they say, well, fuck them. The
Fuck
Hawks
them.
losing, fuck them. The Braves
They-
finna come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? They'll go and they'll leave in Atlanta because it's other shit to do. It's music, it's strip clubs, it's Magic City, it's other
Yeah.
shit to do. as fans. They find other stuff to do. Our fan base does the same thing. They're not committed to watching this thing through. Whenever it gets like prime example, I would see the Beer Man because I was the milkman at the time. I would see the Beer Man out on the route. He was a Panther fan. I'm a Panther fan. And week 2 came when they benched Bryce last year, and he said, what you think about everything, man? I said, well, I said, I think that he'll have a chance to come back out here at some point in time in the season because I think he'll be back. And he said, "Hell, I ain't gonna be back, so fuck it." I said, "Well, dang." 2 games in, he was like, "Fuck."
He said he ain't gonna be back.
He ain't gonna be back. He was like, "Man, fuck it." Bryce got benched. He gone.
Damn.
That's how our fan base is.
Damn. Boy.
And it's nothing. I can't help it. You can't help it. That's just
That's a
how
fact.
it is.
Yeah. And we the same way here in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
We the same way. But then this is the thing that get me. And then they talk shit because you say, I want better and I'm gonna wait to see what they do. Oh, you a dumb motherfucker. You a stupid motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What you waiting for? You ain't seeing enough? Nah, damn you. You got to build this thing right. And listen, it ain't hard to figure out how you build it right in the NFL. You build it right through the trenches. That's what you do.
Thank you, Red. Number one thing that we should do is stop listening to our owner because he don't know what the fuck he talking about. And then understand that your GM has to come out here and build a team from the trenches first.
Yep.
That's how you win games.
Yep. And it don't take but 2 seasons, Q. You get a good deep trench draft for 2 seasons.
I'll be there.
What I'm saying is you can then start to add other pieces. If you hit in them trenches in 2 consecutive drafts, like the Rams and some other teams, then you can start to move back. You get your linebacker in. You get your tight end. You move out then. You get your safety. You get your cornerback then in your next draft and free agency. And your quarterback. But if you go get that shit and you ain't got no offensive or defensive line, watch and see how many games you win. You ain't winning shit. You ain't winning shit.
The crazy thing is, Red, is you got about 4 games. The first 4 games of the season is what a Panther fan will give us for the entire season. You got 4 games.
That's what you mean. Yeah.
If you
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Win the first 2 games or the first 3 games, they invested. If you lose, think about it. That season when we started off 3-0, you couldn't tell a motherfucker around his shit. You couldn't tell him shit. And then it's like the next season, think about it, 5-win season, another 5-win season, 7-win season, 2-win season. All of a sudden, the whole goddamn fan base has died.
Yeah.
It's died.
Yeah.
And it takes people, and I think Prime thought I would take a shot at him when I was talking about Red, but it's another Christian nigga that be out there talking crazy about this situation. That's the podcast. Like I told Prime, it ain't him that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's not him.
Yeah.
I call your name. I call your name. There's a motherfucker came on this very show and said Bryce Young was going to be the greatest quarterback we ever seen when it's all said and done.
Boy.
And that's big words to live up. Yeah. And then when it's bad, the nigga disappeared.
He gone.
Just like the fan base I was telling you. They hauled ass.
Yep. He gone.
So I mean, I can't expect much out the fan base when you got the people who leading the fan base doing the same thing.
Yeah. That's a good point, bro.
Yeah. They just follow what they see. Oh shit! I guess I'll put the Panthers to the side. They ain't winning shit right now. I guess I'll go just chill, man. I'm going to more shit. And with that type of mentality,
that's what they doing right now in Atlanta to the Hawks. They switching over to the Braves. Ain't swung damn motherfucking bat. You know what I'm saying?
Red, if it's so bad, we had a podcaster made fucking Bleacher Report for giving up on the Panthers last year. That I don't give a fuck what nobody said. That nigga can't talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Once again,
he was a popular podcaster.
It's the nigga that's named the way I see it. The way I see
Okay.
it.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's the name of the podcast. That's the name of the
Oh,
podcast.
the way I see it.
Yeah, the way I see it. He was I looked at this shit and I said, well, damn, this nigga made a post that said the Panthers are no longer profitable to cover. I said, well, damn, dog. We doing this shit out of
Wow.
the love of our team and what the fuck we see and
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
hope this team could be. And you got niggas who
Yeah.
starting podcasts, and the first thing they do is just say, well, I'm only here for the money or the views or the shit like
Profitability.
that.
I heard.
You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
see what you're
saying?
saying. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Niggas
Yeah,
don't give
I
a
ain't want to
fuck.
follow no motherfucker like that to begin with. Then.
And that's the crazy thing, man. It's like I just saw myself losing so much respect for the fan base and some of the guys that's around here because it's like, what you telling me? You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the
Yeah.
shit ain't helping you or profiting for you, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Then the nigga come back like nothing to it. Like once Bryce Young win a game or two and then start back talking like somebody gonna listen to that shit after you just quit on the fucking team.
Yeah. You ain't supposed to follow a motherfucker like that. Cause
That's
the next time he disappointed, you ain't getting no content from him. He gonna leave your ass high and dry.
well, they always told me in life, if a nigga quit on you, don't fuck with them wishy-washy
There you
motherfuckers, man.
go. Cause he'll quit on you again.
Yeah, yeah,
He damn
yeah.
sure
High and dry.
will.
Because they all about themselves. That's all the
Yeah.
fuck they
Yeah.
about. They
Yeah.
about
You
themselves.
right. You right. That's a selfish motherfucker there.
Nigga don't have to respect what I say. I don't give a fuck, man. It don't make no difference to me. I'm just keeping it real and telling you how I feel about the shit.
There you go. There you go.
It's
Damn,
just
say
one
the
of them
motherfucker
things,
said
dog.
he said he was stepping away from the team, huh?
I'm saying fuck it on the team because it's not profitable no more. That's what the nigga said.
Wow.
Shit hit Bleacher Report and everything. Damn, known podcaster quits on the team. Panthers are in the fickle. The podcasters leaving.
And that make the fan base look bad, man.
But that's the fan base that I'm talking about, man. It's a what can you do for me type of fan base. You
Well,
ain't
yeah,
winning, so I mean,
yeah.
what the fuck we doing?
Well, yeah.
Red, I'm here whether win, loss, good, bad, whether I agree with the team, whether I disagree with the team. I'm still here every week, whether I
Yeah,
want to or not.
yeah. Well, Q, you know I have said it many times, man. That's why I call y'all my cousins.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's other reasons too, but I feel like family over here with y'all because I developed my loyalty to y'all, man, through the thick and thin. And you know damn well what I'm talking about. And when motherfuckers pull up,
Mhm.
I get their ass to smoke. Now I ain't calling no names now because ain't nobody on here now. But I
Right,
done
right.
said it many times that you know who stayed, you, Goat, Logic, Poppin, Jalen, even little young Jalen. Jalen didn't run and hide. When shit
Mhm.
got thick, Jalen was there week in and week out. Now,
Mhm.
some people left for 1 week and came back. You know, like Wiley. Wiley stuck it through. Now, Wiley had to backtrack and eat his words a little bit, but he didn't run and hide. But you
Mhm.
know the motherfuckers who I said running high, and that's just over here on BCPP, on BCCP. You know what I'm saying? So, well, damn. Let me just say Black Cat. Damn. Okay.
Niggas start putting
BCPP.
the letters out there all over the
Yeah,
place.
man. Them acronyms was fucking me up, man. So
BCPP.
BCPP. But
There you
man,
go.
that's because y'all was going live every day and every week. A lot of motherfuckers wasn't. And we know, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to call their name, but they
Mhm.
they disappeared. And then I was like, well, damn, you know. And see, I was just getting introduced to the podcast world in, but it showed me the motherfuckers who true to this and not just talking they shit. So,
Mhm.
she said streaming the draft. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But
We'll be streaming the draft on the tailgate.
yeah, Kitty, I know I fucked up with you, Kitty, but you know, like I said, you know, I make it up to you, Queen. I make it up to you, Queen. I'm call it like I guess the guy podcast name say. I was calling it like I see it. So,
Yeah.
you know,
There it is. There it is.
I take my lumps.
And like I say, no disrespect to anybody out here. I just calling it like it is. If you quit on the team, you quit on the team. No need
There
to
you
get
go.
upset about it.
There
You
you
wasn't
go.
mad when you say the shit wasn't profitable and it hit Bleach Report, so don't be mad now.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just one of them things, Red. I'm learning how to deal with people from behind a computer screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm learning a lot of these cats I don't know, but I watch this show and I say, well, hey, I think these guys here, we may have a difference in opinion, but I respect this show. I respect the craft or the time it takes them to do something. And then when you start putting these sucker moves, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can't respect that shit right there.
Yeah. 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 Let's show the
I
true colors.
there you go.
Yeah.
Uh, Dog, I done once again, I done sat in the dark. I done I done went through some games where I get upset. I get to some games where I can't sit and watch it, and I turn it back on and watch it again, and just be this upset. And then it's like some games just it tug at your heart.
Yep.
I
Yep.
want better for this team right now. Let me tell you something. I don't like our direction that we heading. I don't like our
Mm-hmm.
quarterback, but I
Mm-hmm.
still watch every single week, and I give him the benefit of the doubt. And I say every week I reset my time clock, and I say, well, hopefully this little nigga can do something this week.
Yeah.
Do I got faith
Yeah.
in him? Hell to the fuck no.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
from what I do, this is me giving him a chance. I'll come on here unbiased and I'll say, hopefully he can come out here when the stat card even says 0-0. Hopefully he can come out here and make some shit happen. And I'll be
Yeah.
bet. Like I got a bet with Prime for 25 touchdowns. I hope
Yeah.
to the fuck that he passed that 25 touchdowns. I don't
Right.
think he will,
Right. Right.
but
Just based on what you know.
yeah,
Exactly.
based on what I know. And niggas will say, well, damn, you wishing bad on him. No, I'm not. I want him to. Why do you think I made the bet? Because hey, I don't think he can do it, but I want to see that nigga prove me wrong.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
I got shit to say. I got a lot of shit to say because once again, I don't believe in the direction. I don't believe in the staff that we have together. I'm giving Canales a chance because he showed me last year he could really coach. He's a really good, a decent enough coach that you could take anybody out here in his philosophy and win with. He
That's
showed
right.
you that.
Yep.
He showed you that.
Yep.
He's earned my respect little by little. But once again, Red, I've been burned.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm burned to the point where it's like, even when we win a game, I still feel like we lost it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's trauma. So yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, Red, I just
Yeah,
want to
bro.
get
Yeah.
it off my chest, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I be
Yeah.
walking around toting that load with me, man, every single week. And it's like one of them things where I ain't gonna come out and just say we ain't shit, but I'm a uplift us until they show me, hey, okay, we can't live up to whatever it is Q saying. Then I'll be like,
Yeah.
well, here it is.
Yep. Yep.
But
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and get last words, Red. Talk to me.
Hey man, man, listen, I was just having a little fun today. I'm working from home, like you said, sitting behind the computer. I'm sitting behind the computer. I just wanted to tap in, man. Was interesting and good discussion y'all was having, man, and on some of this free agency and these moves, man. It's been a busy pre-free agency period, man. I can't remember the last time, like a week out, it was this much movement, big names moving around, asking to be moved around. Hendrickson, Miles Garrett, other names, man. So I wanted to tap in and, of course, have a little fun with my boy PPP. So
Yeah.
still looking for this 11 or 12 wins he talking about.
Shout out to
he talking
PPP,
about.
man. He
Shout
got
out to
mustard seed
PPP.
faith. Mustard
Yeah, he
seed
do.
faith.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. And he gonna get a small little plant tree out of it. So, but listen, that's another sermon for him to preach, and I'll be here. I'll be here for it. Hey Q, I appreciate you having me on, third cousin, man. Always enjoy my time on the podcast with y'all, man. So I'll be listening for the next time I get my notifications and I'll tap in, bro.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you, Red Swarm. We're probably gonna do something on the tailgate. If not tonight, then tomorrow. So make sure you have your notifications on. We're gonna be talking all 32. Free agency is upon us, so make sure that you have your place in line. We're gonna be talking some of these guys who's hot, who's not, potential landing spots for some of these guys. We're gonna be getting into that content over on the tailgate. Like I say, it's time to build that all 32 channel. We're doing good, man. The subs are there. So shout out to each and every one of you guys for doing your part. We appreciate y'all, man. It's all love over here. And like I said, man, if nothing else, y'all boys have yourselves a good day. Oh, shout out to Flame for Jesus for the super chat. He said, everyone have a blessed weekend. Thank you for the great content. Man, I love each and every one of you guys, man. Y'all really make my day. And y'all give a brother like me something worthwhile to clicking this live button to just sitting down and just chopping it up with y'all, man. And that's from the heart. I really do love you guys. So it's your boy, man. Make sure if y'all don't do nothing else, y'all come on in and like the video.